All right, today we got Matt the Cruz here from Network Empire, formerly and now DMT. So we're gonna have fun today, regardless of what happens. We always have fun, right, Matt?
Yeah, for sure. Now we got some facts to show people, not fiction and stories and theories, hardcore results. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Patrick and I have been working with his team and some of our guys in the background for probably a few months now. Doing a lot of coding updates, refining systems, fixing issues, refining the AI model so it writes better. And we've got a really great system. And in our members area, we've got tons of videos, and we've been doing the 60-day rank and rent challenge with you guys for the last while, just to prove what works and what doesn't work, and show you guys how we can create transactions. So you can look at this website. It's a real time, real business. From August 22 to January 2023. This business profile's had 1,500 interactions. It's a live business. It's getting interactions. The reason why I'm showing you this today, guys, is as we go through hard periods, we need to be smart. We got to work more efficiently, and we got to remove bottlenecks from our processes. And over the last few years, I've had a lot of guys ask me, why don't you do websites for guys? And I don't believe it's good practice for me to do websites because it takes me away from our core principle, which is developing digital marketers toolbox, which is online market analysis. What is online market analysis? It's following the traffic and following the money. When you follow the traffic and you follow the money, you find the audience. When you find the audience, you can find out who they are. And when you find out who they are, you can find out how they think. And when you find out how they think, you'll find out what they like, when they like it, and how they like it. And then from there, it becomes easy to build your website. But that's taken years of experience in the game. And I really do appreciate, this is a question I get asked all the time, but Andreas, great question. What sort of website is it? Affiliate, local, e-commerce? We don't look at websites in that sense of a way. We look at how we can generate funnels that generate leads. So it doesn't matter if you're doing e-commerce, it doesn't matter if you're doing local, it doesn't matter if you're doing affiliate sales. Affiliate sales are the same as rank and rent. It's just the extra hop in the sales process of the funnel. So when we developed Digital Marketers Toolbox, we built it so that we can essentially work freely. So we're not bound to a specific strict way of building just e-commerce. We digital marketers, we build things to generate sales. One day we could be selling photos, the next day we could be doing a plumbing site, the next day we could be generating leads for our own business. A week afterwards, we could find new products and we could bolt on an e-commerce store and attach the products, right? It's how we build out our networks that makes the things work. And it's how we connect things together that make things work. And it's how we present the right story to the right person and tell the right pitch to that person that gets them to transact. That's why you guys are here. You read our emails, you popped on, you've known Patrick for years, you guys have known me for years. And for the guys who are new, welcome. In this webinar, we're just going to talk about the new service that we're doing. We're not going to jump into Digital Marketers Toolbox and demonstrate how it works and all this kind of stuff, but we're rather going to talk about what we can offer you guys. I want to keep this call pretty short today because I know everyone's super busy. But
hey, Matt, I got to stop.
Sure.
I've got an over and under for everybody on the call, right? Everybody put in the amount of time you think this call is going to take, and I'm going to put a number on my Skype chat, and we're gonna go over and under. Okay. So everybody give us a time. How long you think this call is going to last? And then we may have a prize at the end if anybody's is close to it.
1 hour, 145, 120. Okay. No, you guys are way below the belt. I'm just joking.
Man, the last one was 3 hours. So man, these guys, they don't even know where they're at yet, right?
No, we're not going to do the demos. We're not going to show the whole system because it tends to blow people's heads off. But we want to show you guys the results, right?
Yeah. 5 minutes. So, okay, Brian, we're already past that.
Okay, we're starting now. I've got 5 minutes to do the pitch.
All right, I got the clock on.
Okay, let's see how fast it takes me. Okay, guys. For the guys that don't know me, my name's Matt the Cruz. I've been doing digital marketing for a very long time. Before that life, I got into telecommunication. I'm a CRC certified engineer where we did mass lead generation for call centers, built call centers in the remote areas, worked with voice over IP, understand how networks work. understand how lead generation works, understand how guys build the scripts. And I've taken all those years and I've put them into DMT. The result that happens is when we build these websites and we put the right content in front of the right people, we get what we see here. This is August 22 to Jan. This is from Google. It's nothing fake. I was showing this to Patrick, and Patrick said to me, look, Matt, you have to show the guys this because this is what they actually want, right? And everybody wants to get interactions. They want to create transactions. They want to see people coming into your site. So the 73% is from Google, 21% is from search, 5% from maps, Google Maps desktop at 1%. You can see where it's coming from. You can check all the traffic, where we're popping, how much we're getting coming in on this little site, which is 16 pages. Here's the important part. The phone's ringing, right? So in the last 6 months, we've got 100 calls. That's 3 phone calls a day that are just hitting the site. It's peaked here in December because it's summertime. So I figured over here, everybody's getting ready for the party time. We're not finished January yet, so that's why we got this descent here. Messages not being used. Bookings, they're starting to fill in the forms on our business profiles. It's been picking up. And directions, people are coming to the shop. So the systems work, guys. We have people coming in from all kinds of places, and this is real. This is not fake. So what are we doing? For many years, the guys have asked me, Matt, can't you build us a website? Can't you help us? And I can't do everything. It's virtually impossible. But what I can do is create new systems that actually get you guys closer to your customers and help you get more conversions and help you get more sales. So with regards to getting you closer to the customers, we built DMT, Digital Marketers Toolbox, and that tool basically knocks 80% of the work out of the way. It really zooms into where the audience is, and then with the AR, we can really create great copy. What I've done is I've taken my sales experience from the call center industry, where we're doing thousands, hundreds of thousands. We do between 40,000 and 100,000 phone calls a day, between 1,500 call salespeople. So you can imagine how much data we were churning through to do that. And we would see in real time as the sales were happening, we created like leaderboards for the teams. It's almost like a league, and each team would compete because they'll see their sales popping up on their board. And then we'd have like cases of beer and cars, and the directors would throw crazy prizes at the teams to get them to push them to sell. And the best team won all the prizes. So we've taken that and we built it into the actual AR. So when we generate our copy, we actually building a sales script. And the reason why we created these content blocks was we're not just building a website, but we're also tweeting. We're also doing an image for Instagram where we need a headline. We're also doing Facebook. We're also making videos. We're also doing PowerPoint presentations. We're also doing other sites. We're using content all the same time, right? So with these content blocks, what it allows us to do is to grab parts of them and make mosaics where we echo out on a specific page our marketing brand, our message. And that can go online and it can go offline. An example of what we did with the one company, Property Saviors, we purchased 50 houses in 1 year. We built a franchise. In that system, we would do a newspaper ad. We would then get leads coming in. We'd see what that lead is. We'd get the postcode. We'd go bomb it area flyers, a little A5 flyer with our website URL. We'd send all the guys to a funnel. And then those people would all phone us in, right? And we'd get the leads coming in and help those people stopping getting their houses repossessed. The reason why that worked was the cost per click was too expensive. So we went back to offline marketing. We used the newspaper ad to generate the areas of interest. We then bomb them with A5 lettered. Boom. Guys get this. They pick up the phone. Hey, can you help me out? Job done. Leads in, right? So that's what we built around DMT. DMT is not a keyword research tool. It's not a website builder. It's not a search engine analysis tool. Digital Marketers Toolbox is a tool that helps you build your online business. And when you build it, you get results, guys. So there's proof. It works. Okay. The phone's ringing. So whether you're doing rank or rent, whether you're doing lead generation for a business, whether this is your own business, whether you're doing affiliate marketing, there's no difference between affiliate sales and doing lead generation. With affiliates, they see your page, they hop to another page. With lead generation, they see your ad, they pick up the phone, they speak to the salesperson, and whether that salesperson converts or not, it's exactly the same as the affiliate page you send the other traffic to. There's no difference. It's just different actors in the play. But when we look at it from a production point of view, developing funnels, there is actually a difference. So then when you think about it from this point of view, you take away all the shades of gray that makes everybody confused. We just look at it from a technical aspect. And what that does is it allows us to build systems that serves our customers rather than getting caught up in I do e-commerce or I do affiliate. If you need to sell products, put an e-commerce store, use your blog, write a great blog post, promote it, get their blog post through the social media. When they click on the link, take them back to the e-commerce store where they can go buy the product. It's just a different way of thinking about it. And this is how we build our networks with Network Empire and Digital Marketers Toolbox. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep. These sites generating true organic and social marketing, or are these calls also original?
They're all original. Here's your stats from what comes from the web. So from Google search, 73%, 14,000 people in the last 6 months came from the search. They're doing a search and they're popping up in the listings. Well, show Patrick, every variant we went through, like whether it was bridal, whether it was wedding, whether it was hair and makeup, all the localizations were solid. We were in either position number 1 or 2. Patrick, what you saw the facts, right?
Absolutely. That's why we're doing this here. Look at over on the right-hand side, guys. You know, we know what this site's about, right? It's a hair salon. And based on, you know, where the location is and, you know, what that salon does, those are the stats. And they're real.
That's what it is.
It's real. I mean, that's the important part. We, you know, Matt, I don't know how many times you see all these other things come through your email and they got screenshots of this and screenshots of that. They're making 55 billion fucking dollars, you know, and you ask them to give you some real stats and they kind of like go away like the light turns on cockroaches.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's they say the NBA, the NDA, I managed to share my client stuff. So these are not clients, these are mine. So I'm showing you. This is how we make money. And I've shown in Network Empire, I've shown the guys over the last, when we built this in 2016, because the guys have been in me a long time can verify in the chat here that they've seen this thing grow. And with other sites we've done as prototypes, which we set up as tests, I've shown the guys, the one site gets 60,000 impressions. And the reason why we're not tapping into that impressions because we're testing a specific thing. But that website we built gets 60,000 impressions a month, just with the keywords that it's picked up on. If you log into members.networkempireframework.com and sign up, you'll hear more about it. There's free videos which you guys can watch. But here's the real thing. The phone's ringing, guys. Someone phones you to get their hair done. The only reason you're going to lose them is if there's not a slot that suits them or it's too expensive. Simple. And Pat and I are talking about hair salons. What do women typically spend? Could you guys put in the chat, what do you think you typically spend on hair?
Wait a minute. Let's do an over under again, right?
Yeah.
Guys, you guys put your amount that you spend for your hair, and you ladies out there, excuse me for my language before I apologize, put the amount of money you spend in there, and everybody put in a number what you think the medium is between what guys spend and what the ladies spend. Okay.
Russell's got a hair like me, $10.
Yeah, well, that's 10 pounds.
Like
that's a little bit more. My wife cuts my hair, Josh. That's cool. All right.
$100. Okay, girlfriend, $100.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me see. 30, late. Okay. Me 30, lady 250. I think, yep. Okay. I was going to say $100 is my over under. Right.
Yeah.
So,
Roundabout draft. It's roughly.
Much, man. Mike's about right on. Yep.
Yeah.
My wife came home the other day and I said, man, your hair really looks good. She says, for $240, it ought to look better than good. And I'm like, I spend $20 when I get mine done every 3 weeks. I mean, good mercy. So anyway, hair salon's good business, make a lot of money.
So we created a slide here just based on those numbers. And the point of the slide is cost of inaction, COR. This is Patrick's term that he got. I'm not sure where he got it from. I can't remember. But
Randy, my buddy Randy in our group, he coined the term,
yes.
Cost of inaction, baby.
And we had a look at this we took the stats from reverse. We just read, what happens if we didn't build this website 7 years ago? What happens if we didn't build it 6 months ago? What happens if we didn't build it 3 years ago? And the cost of inaction of the last 6 months, if we never built it, we wouldn't have 655 phone calls. And if the average haircut is $150 between men and women, it could be 80, it could be anyway, it's between that range roughly. That means we would have lost $98,000 in 6 months. the potential of $98,000 in sales. We would have lost the potential to feed 10 families because that's the amount of people that take money home in that block, that building, that business. We wouldn't have had those many business interactions where people are interacting with your shop. We wouldn't have had that many profile views, that many phone calls coming in. So if we took it over a year, that's $196,000 that you've lost. If we took it over 7 years and didn't take action, we would have lost $1.3 million. We threw away because we didn't take action. We didn't just have the balls to do it and let's just do it and see what happens. And it's a 16-page website.
Andrew's number is 2 million in 10 years.
Jeez,
That's what you would have lost. 2 million in 10 years.
That's crazy, eh? So let's have a look at that, guys. We have great dreams, we have great ideas, but what holds us back is either we have the lack of knowledge, we don't have the understanding or the education, or we don't have the skill. But it shouldn't stop us, right? And this is why I carried on this Network Empire and created Network Empire framework. And what we do is we build frameworks. And then what we do is the framework, the reason why we do a framework is because it's lean. It's the bare bones, and over time we expand. So if we need to do affiliate, we can do affiliate. If we need to do blog posts, we can do blog posts. If we need to do e-commerce, we can set up e-commerce on a subdomain, install the favorite platform you like to use, import your spreadsheet, boom, job's on. You rank blog posts, you send the traffic to the e-commerce store, or you just offering the e-commerce product straight into the page, however you want to do it. There's many ways to get the guys so they don't have to keep on clicking all the way down. But I hope this gives you guys a real example. We've shown you real world sites, potential in sales. This number here, depending how good they convert the people, will dictate what they made over there over 6 months, right? So that's real business. So how are we going to make this better, right? Digital Marketers Toolbox is built for digital marketing pros. That's why we built it. Is it the most easiest tool in the world to use? Yes, it is, once you get familiar with it. But I think the biggest challenge we have, we've always told everybody everything it can do. But what we can do for you guys today is this. You can go read out this webpage shortly. I'm going to give you a blurb there. What we've done is for the guys that sign up for Digital Marketers Toolbox, you can use the coupon code over there. You fill it in, right? And you click on this. The guys who want to fast track their work, we're going to do a done-for-you digital marketing blueprint framework. What is the digital marketing blueprint framework? Okay, can you guys read that? Should be fine now.
Yeah, we can read it if you leave it there for about 5 minutes.
Sure, that's fine. We've got 3 products we're going to do for the guys. The guys like Brian and Hendrik and all the guys that are really busy and they've got another client that comes on and they just need to get a little job popped out for them quickly. They give us 5 keywords. The 5 keywords are 2 to 3 word phrases. It's not 5 keywords like, let's just say you're talking about pine trees. It's pine tree 1, pine tree 2, pine tree 3. We're not talking about that. We're talking about give me 5 segments of your market. So if you are a photographer, you could work in construction, you could work in food, you could work in branding, you could work in modeling fashion, you can work on headshots, you can work on a whole bunch. Actually, I've got it right open over here. Let me show you. There's agriculture photography, branding photography, engagement, event, landscape, portrait, product. You would essentially give us these top level keywords, the 1-2 word phrases of what you want to target. And then what the guys will do for you is they'll come into DMT and they'll just draw that out. So we'll draw the 5 keywords. We add them to the keyword AI assistant. There's a specific reason why we do that. It's got to do with your G sites later on. And we then also proceed to basically map out the website framework for you so you can see where the traffic flows in the market. And then we will essentially generate the content marketing blocks. These are the sales blocks. I'm going to show you examples of this shortly. Okay. So this is for perfect guys who want to streamline their work, or if you're brand new to DMT and you just want to get your first product out so you can sort of see where everything is and look. And then if you talk to me in the group and you stuck, I'm always there to help the guys. So we get on calls and help a lot of guys. The advanced marketer, this is where we take the pro and we take all the content that was generated and we push it through Grammarly for you. and we do all the Grammarly. If it's American English or British English, we fix that up. We look at the call to actions, repeat out the call to actions that are a bit mentioned too much, just cleaned up. We'll save it in DoneForYou, so you can just export that out and proceed to stick it into WordPress and do whatever you want with it. This is my favorite, the new entrepreneur. COVID's been an absolute bastard, and it's destroyed many people's lives. And I feel that this bundle is going to help a lot of people that are super determined. Rachel's one of the ladies in the group that this, I think, is brilliant for her. She's working till like 3 o'clock in the morning, studying, learning hard, really determined, like quite inspirational to see her work so hard. I was super impressed. And what this does is we'll go drill out your 5 keywords like we did here. We'll map out the website traffic. That'll be basically one silo in 5 categories for each keyword. We'll then generate the content, fix up in Grammarly. We'll then stick it into DMT. We'll export that out. And then what we'll do is we'll import into vanilla WordPress for you. You can add the theme or do whatever you want to do. You've got to learn to work on your stuff. We don't do that. We'll also then proceed to take that XML. We'll create your high domain authority DHE site websites. That's Google sites. They're all DA97 websites. So we're basically, for each silo, we'll knock out a little authority website. That's 5 websites that you're going to get with DA97 niche sites. So if you want to do affiliate marketing or all those kind of things, you just pump those G sites out and you've got super high domain authority. What's going to happen when you start throwing backlinks at these great quality websites that you built that are branded and are really talking about that niche product that you want to promote or sell? Should you get enough sales and it's really working well, there's nothing stopping you making that own product your own, and then just overlaying that and make your own ebook or your own product, and you've got that website. What stops you taking that website and flipping it on Flipper? So you take the time, you get the site built up, you get the traffic up, get the backlinks in, get the commerce running. As soon as transactions start happening over 6 months consistently, you've got a website that you can sell. So that's another opportunity what you can do with this. And the whole thing about DMT is it's designed to help get us through the gate fast, 80% of the work done. And what's awesome about it is we get to the market faster, but we can create multiple websites just from that one blueprint. So for the new guys that are coming in, they get that help depending on what they take. And within the group, they can ask questions and people will help them. We have a great community. And between my group, my community, and Patrick's community, we cover all SEO aspects. We've got the tools to do all the work for you. Excuse me, hiccup there. And the new entrepreneur is going to help guys get fast tracked so they can get their brand online. I'm going to show you a few examples shortly. So this is basically what we've got going for you guys. So how does this work?
Well,
Essentially,
Matt, before you do that, you know, there's people on here that have probably never missed a call, right? They've been here for eons, i.e., years and years,
decades.
So I just want to hear from, you know, you guys that have beards and white hair and have been here and you walk on canes and been here for a long time. How excited are you to see what, you know, Matt is putting together to be able to bring DMT into the marketplace for everybody to be able to use, right? So, you know, if you guys have been here for a long time, maybe this is even something that you're excited about because, you know, you don't have time to build all these out yourself and you struggle with them. So, you know, just kind of throw in a comment or a 5 if you think this is freaking off the charts awesome, you know, or, you know, whatever your thoughts are, because, you know, I know that going through the process of, I've been here 11 years with Matt, and I'm now just starting to get the feel of how awesome this really is, right? And so, you know, any comments, or give me a 5 if you guys think this is brilliant, right? Give me a 5. This is awesome. The ROI is incredible. A 5 from Craig, right? Just, you know, and if you don't think if it is, then give me a 1. It's fine. We're here to share what the possibilities are and making sure now, Matt, I think, you know, you and I have chatted, the main theme here is there's no reason for anybody not to be able to take action and get it done and make money simply because we have the opportunity, you have the opportunity of being able to have us, Matt, our team, you know, do this for you. And you just literally have to come up with the idea who you want your business to be, who you want to reach, and we're going to do the rest and drive traffic and build the sites for you. And, you know, the cost of inaction is what, you know, Matt showed you right here, right? And there's a lot of people that have been here for years, and I bet they've had DMT for years, and they still are in that inaction mode, right? And so this whole process of Matt wanting to bring something now into you being able to do it and have it done is pretty amazing. If you
Well,
guys agree.
I've had to deal with in Network Empire, we had to deal with training people, we had to deal with people with different skill sets. We had to deal with agencies that have their own teams, own VAs, own systems. And it's virtually impossible to do everything for everybody. It's simpler to set up the infrastructure where we create vanilla frameworks. We get you 80% of there. So if you come in and you're brand new, you don't know how to use the tool. Don't spend 6 months trying to figure out how everything works. Let's just knock your first project out. Get on a call with us. We'll talk you through it. Your business is live. You get your site live. Then you start asking the right questions. Hey guys, we're going to do backlinks. In the communities, the guys start giving you advice. And then you start actually using the tools that you buy. The problem we have is everybody's buying everybody's tools. Everyone's pitching, oh, AI, like we're going through the AI era now. So that's what you hear all the time. It's not about AI. It's about how do you transact with your community? How do you develop solutions that people want to come back and use? And when I was thinking about DMT, and I was thinking about Backlink Factory, and I was thinking about all the tools that we have for the GMB stuff. If you don't use them, they're worth nothing, right? But when you put them into action, this is what happens. But if you don't know how to do it, then let us get you 80% of the way. So at least you get your brand up, you're on target, and you can ask simpler questions. Because when you come back to DMT, when you buy DMT, you get the account, we build it in your account. You can come back and add pages, you can add more, you can draw, and you don't have that pressure of having to do everything yourself. You can now see, okay, this is all here, this is here, that's how it works. Hey guys, well, how does this work? Oh, this, oh, right, cool. But your site's live. You've got your site to a point that you want to do it. Does that make sense, guys?
Let's see. Somebody just said they are still a bit confused.
Yeah, Randy.
Oh, Randy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What part confused you, Randy? Just so I can clarify that little gray area there for you. So for the guys that have got DMT, you don't have to buy DMT today. Tomorrow we're going to be sending out links, and it's also getting embedded into the DMT dashboard. You'll simply just click on what you want, and then it'll go into the production. We'll know who you are, and they'll probably just ping you, and we'll have a chat about your keywords, and then the job will be done. Probably by the end of the week or next week, we'll actually have a form that will just capture everything for the process. So the guys who have Digital Marketers Toolbox don't have to do anything today. Yeah, you'll get your internal stuff. The price points are still the same. It's just you don't have to sign up with anything. We just want to speak to you all. How many sites per month are we able to build? It's a production line, so it's a queue. So if you order 5, when you hit the queue, your 5 will get done in that instance. For instance, I've been trying to do easy button for years, and the easier button is to get some humans involved and get them to press the button so that you guys can work faster and make more sales, because that's what the whole game's about. It's generating leads, right?
Yeah, Andreas is asking about the 3 options and the 3 price point differential.
Right. So I'll show you how this works, right? For the guys who are new, Digital Marketers Toolbox is essentially a production line. It's built up of modules. Each module is independent. The 1 to the 8 is essentially the factory production line. I create a blueprint, I add my domain, I draw out my 5 keywords. Here's our analysis. We look at reports and things over there. The websites where we map it out, which you see here. So yeah, you can see on this website for blueprint for directory for photography. You can see how I've mapped out. You can see the traffic and where the money flows. And if you look over here, I can see where the convergence potential is. So I've mapped out where all the traffic works in this market. Now I can basically import 5,000 businesses under that directory if I wanted to, and each one could pay me $17 a month. I just show you the potential of what DMT unlocks for us. Once that's done, we can then generate the content. And that's super easy. There's tons of videos, so I'm not going to show you guys all of this now. I'm just going to show you one. Let's just go to engagement photography as an example. This is the AI content block generator. This is the last content block. If we look at our content block library, you'll see it's multiple things that are stacked. So it starts with your meta titles, your meta descriptions. This is all written for you. Your blog introduction, your H1s, then gives you the blog post, gives you the H2s. I'm going to zoom in so you can have a closer look at this. So it creates those 5. So if you're doing spin tags, if you're doing backlinks, if you're pushing your posts in different places, you got all these top grade headlines done for you. Top call to actions for your meta titles if you want. Here's an introduction. Let me know what you think about this, guys. No, we're not using Andreas. We're not using ChatGPT yet. I'm still playing with it, but I've not played around with the API. I've got a plan for it, but I've not built it into DMT yet. This is our own AI that we're using. Okay, you can use it for private blog networks. Here's the blog post. So if you read this, our audience, it's a professional tone audience, and we're talking to ladies getting married, engaged, love of their life, soulmates. So I'll let you read that. What do you guys think about that little post? I'll just me zoom 1 click back. Can you still read that, everyone?
Yeah, we can read it.
So this is who we're talking to. This is what's great about DMT. The whole sales pitch has been designed around that audience. If I want to go after a podiatrist and custom orthopedic owned business, yeah, it works with everything, guys. A service is a service. It's whether you're doing a dentist or plumbing or unlocking people's cars, it's language. And the tool's designed, we tell them who we're talking to, and the AI creates the content for us. So you can see that block there. Yeah, it comes in and creates all our H2s. So there's our headline for the H2. Unlock the magic of engagement photography with tips and packages near me. Engagement photography is a very unique genre, blah, blah, blah. It goes on. Get creative and affordable prices. Prepare for your session. Enjoy lasting memories. Find perfect personalization packages. And then comes into the pains. If you don't have a guy, this is all the pain that you're going to have to do it yourself. If you get someone, these are the 10 things you need to do to succeed. There's your benefits. There's your Q&As done for you. And there's your exit and call to action. Here's your blog synopsis, so for your RSS feed. So each content block, we can take and use it everywhere. And where I put these shortcodes in brand name, if you use a plugin like Post Snippets, you can change that wherever you want to whatever it has to be. So in the blog, you import this and then just go make a shortcode called brand name, change it to what you want it to say, and it will replace it site-wide, wherever that token is. Yeah, Andres, you're fine. You don't have to worry with anything. I've got you sorted, and you can get to see all this stuff. It's all in the tool for you. I just want to show you guys the content. So this is all been generated just by us filling in a simple form. The tool knows a lot about. Sorry, let me go back here. All we do is we just simply fill in. I want an article. We populate this form. DMT brings all the top keywords forward for us we want. And then you can see the article. So when the guys come in and do your project for you and they drill it out, and then they do the Grammarly for you, they will essentially come and fill in this for you and save it. So what's cool about this is we can come back every time, export an XML, come back, change all this content with different structures, save it, come back, export an XML. And we have 2 different websites that are totally different. The content is totally different. It's structured differently. We can do totally different things. We're not constantly re-drilling in a market. We're not constantly looking for keywords again in a market for a client. If you're working with plumbers, you build a plumbing blueprint and you service multiple plumbers across the country and you use what you have as your assets. So that's what Digital Marketers tool does. It stops us doing repetitive tasks. It helps us work very efficient, and we can very quickly see what we want. So I've got tons of videos to show you guys inside the members area where we actually got the rank and wrench. You can watch the first 2. But that's what Digital Marketers Toolbox does for you guys in an instant. And I've got another thing called a shortcode editor. What it allows us to do is we can essentially, okay, I'm not trying to drill on this. If we pull the SERP results, we can actually replace things in the SERP results and that'll give us the top headlines. Let's just do another blueprint here quick. Let's look at the pedal mark, pedalboard kits. I'm going to go to my content. So let's see if this one's run. Yeah, there we go. Let's just do it now. I've not run this one yet. But you get the top 100 results, which means we can get the top 100 headlines and we can modify them to what we want and then also use that in DMT. I've just got to find a project where we've got there. There we go. So we can modify anything over here. We can select the position, the word counts. So if I wanted to change this to 2023 to 2024, and we can start using the top search results to our own advantage. So there, I've just modified that so I can put my own brand names and all kinds of stuff. How would this work with the lead gen mass page builders? We've got videos, Brian, inside the members area where we work with the Magic Page. We show the guys how to create the conditional logic. And what's cool about that is we build localized content with the AI. The way it would work would be, we'd essentially come in, we'll pick up on a keyword. And let's just see what I've done here. Okay, I've not done one. But when we add our topics over here, we'll add our keywords that we want. Like, so let's just say what you're talking about, mass pages. So now you're doing localization of weddings. We could say San Francisco, New York, New Jersey, and Manhattan could be the areas of target. We just basically mention those keywords in here with our other keywords like what we're targeting over here. Set the parameters, write it, and it'll basically take that localization and stick it in. If you don't want to use physical cities, you can just use your tokenization that you get with, say, Magic Page uses a bracket, city, close bracket, like a short code. You can put those in, and when it creates a content, it'll actually embed those inside the actual content for you. Does that answer your question? For the Magic Mass Page type of stuff. Okay, perfect. So what will happen is when the guys go through DMT and actually set everything up for you, the digital marketing pros, we draw the keywords, do the basic content with the AI for you. Advanced marketer, we take that content, we run it to Grammarly. That takes time because you have to edit each article. And then we'll save it as the article for you in your project. The new entrepreneur, you're going to get that and that done. You're then going to basically get the exports done into WordPress. So if you don't have WordPress, the guys are going to help you set up your WordPress. They're going to install it in for you. Using XML, they're going to import that whole website into your site for you. So it's all there. You just upload your logo, go in there, tweak the language, put your own unique selling position into it, put your branding in. And at the same time, we then create the high domain authority websites for you guys. That's using G-Site Builder. So for the guys that have got G-Site Builder, what's cool about this is we can come into DMT. And let's just say we want to go to our photography blueprint. I'll just click on my photography project. I'll open my domain app. I come to export manager. I click on this link. This file here, I'll right click and I'll save it. In a G-Site Builder, just open this up quickly. Let's go. Yeah, boom.
Now we have to let everybody know that this is made specifically for DMT, right? We have the, this isn't necessarily something that you can do right now anywhere outside of what we have partnered with Matt on. That's the brilliance of what we're doing here.
So you see this button here, import DMT. I just click on that. Just waiting for it to pop up Magodi. We did disable those. Just save one quick and show you. Right click, save link as photography. This is grab that one. That is 1903. And let's go to my file. Let's say open. And I can pick any of my silos. So now I can build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 high DA niche websites. So I'll just say I'm going to do the wedding one. Let's click OK. And there's our wedding silo and all its pages. So once we've tweaked this and we've done everything, got it all prepped and ready, and all the things configured here, boom, we fire them off. This is what it gets built for us. So before I build any G sites, what I do is I go into my Drive, create my Gmail account, set up my GMB. I've done videos to show you how you do this all. And I create a basic slide like this with like 10, 11 pages. And I just go adventure and I start highlighting the key. This is from the AR, that headline. That's a real business, guys. This is a real one. You can find that number, go paddleboarding with him. Paddleboarding, great procedure for that. This is written by the AR. And then I just use the templates. Boom, boom, boom. Now all we've got to do is come put in the backlink over here. And now we've got a high DA backlink going in, right? Here's an example of the site we popped out. YouTube video about the area. There's our link. There's our slide deck. There's the location. There's our contact form. The guys can fill us in, and that's where he gets his leads from. There's our content from DMT. So if you look at this, there's a call to action. There's the intro. There's the pains. There's your 10 steps. There's your benefits. What people ask. Here's our calendar. Gary's got a secret weapon for this. And there's an RSS feed. You can put your own in, which I would recommend. But that's just an example of one. Here's another example. Just what they look like. So the secondary one. So we've got one link pointing to this one. So we've linked from that one to this one, right? We're just stacking our sites. Here's another one, a great one. So here's photography. There's a video. I've got a nice little hack I want to show you guys over here. I'm not going to do it on this public call, but here's the DMT content. How great is this? Okay, obviously we've got to come in and change the brand. I'm still working this, but unlock your magic engagement with these tips. Get creative for more engagement prices. Prepare for your show. Enjoy the memories. Find the perfect places. Benefits. There's a G sheet. We've got to activate that. There's a logo the guy did. We've got to activate that. But can you see how we're stacking and embedding everything in here? But there's all the pages. Our articles. Great content. This is what gets done for you. So you can just come in here and clean it all up. These are just the vanilla, what we call vanilla. But there's all our internal links. This is all siloed properly. So there's the home. And then we've got all our silo pages up and running. Okay. So this is where the new entrepreneur can come in. He'll get his website. He'll get it done in DMT. He'll get the G sites popped out for him. That's really great. So how do you see the prices? For the guys that are on the inside already have DMT, on the dashboard, you'll just be able to go and click, but I'll show you how to get here. If you click on this, let's just change this. Oh, that's something wrong. What have I done here? Oh yeah. Let's just make that one. When you come in, you can get basically pay a PayPal credit card. You can choose the Digital Marketer Pro. That's where we do basically that. That's $267 is what the guys are charging to get this whole job done for you. Okay. That's all your content, your keywords drilled, everything prepped and ready in your DMT account. So it's always with you for every month or every year what you come on. If you don't want that, you want it to get done a bit further. So you want to build out like maybe 1 or 2 websites. You can basically select that. And then that's $397. that's the whole site done. That's all the content done. Plus, that's all your Grammarly files done for you. So you get the Grammarly put into DMT, and you get the exports out of Grammarly, which you can then utilize for yourself. The new entrepreneur is where we basically do everything for you, plus Grammarly, plus the exports, plus the setup and import of the website into WordPress. And then that comes from $947. That's the whole price point that you can bolt on. Do you have to do it today? No, you don't have to do it today. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it later. So to get these things done for you, you need to have your own DMT account. And then once you get the DMT account, we can, if you don't want to build, if you want to do one website a month, you can come and just say, okay, guys, I just want to have the 267 done. Please build that site out for me. It's done. We let you know it's finished. You basically come along and you got your own VA team. You tell the guys, okay, guys, here's the XML, import this into WordPress, and I want you guys to follow these processes. They go in, they take the content, they optimize it, they do the SEO, whatever you want to do. Or you outsource it to other guys. If you don't have time to go and do the content and content optimization yourself, you can then go to the next one. Does this make sense, guys?
Let me ask you a question, Matt. Let me ask you a question. And everybody can answer this. I know, TMI, a lot of information going on here, but regardless of what level you are, we're all in this business as marketers.
Yes.
We all have customers. We all have clients. We're either doing affiliate marketing or we're doing client marketing, right? When you build a site, or if somebody builds a site for you, and I want everybody to answer the question, right? How much can you sell a site for that is fully decked out and has all the whistles, all the bells, all the keywords, all the language, all the silos and everything? Everybody put in here, how much can you sell a site for? Give me a number. Put a number in there. 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 500 bucks, 1,000 bucks, right? 3 to 5 grand, 3 grand, 3,000 pounds, right? A lot. Okay. So, and even if it's $1,500 or $1,000 or whatever it happens to be, okay, I want everybody to just realize, without all of the technical things that Matt's talking about, literally all you have to do is click a button, give a couple keywords, understand what the business is, pick the plan that you have here with either DMT. If you have it, you don't have to buy it, right? You already have it. The DoneForYou that our team at the Ranking Factory has set up with Matt is effing stupid. We're crazy. Why would we do this for this kind of price point, right? There is a reason, but I want you all to understand that the reason that we're doing this is I'll tell you the reason. One, I've been dealing with Matt for 10 years. I love him. I've been trying to do DMT for 10 years and I never built a single site. There's guys that have bought this incredible program and they're selling the blueprint alone, not even building the freaking sites out. They're selling the blueprints. I'm not gonna tell you how much they're selling blueprints for. You guys that are selling blueprints for DMT, put in the chat how much you just sell the blueprint for to give to somebody else to build a site. Some of you guys are here. How much? Okay. If you're not going to say, I'll say. Anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000, guys. They're just selling the freaking blueprint for somebody else to do all the work. You want us to just build you the blueprint and you sell it to somebody else for $2 grand? Fine. You want us to build the site for you? Fine. We'll do the whole flipping thing, because we want you guys to be successful with what you've been learning over the last 2, 3, 4 years with Matt. And now we've integrated another way of doing this through G sites, which nobody in the whole freaking world is doing.
It's DA97s, boys.
Seriously, dude, nobody's doing this. You will be the only ones that have the perfect concept of any site you want to build through DMT, which does all the work. You import that sucker into a G site. And I haven't got to the best part yet. Okay. because the next iteration of the G site is you're going to be able to take and build a PBN out of your G site, which we'll get to later. So I don't think you guys can look at these price points and say, oh my gosh, that's too much. You ought to be kind of saying, we got to take Tuttle and Gary and Matt to the insane asylum for doing this for you. Okay.
There's no point buying tools if they don't actually work for you guys. That's what it boils
Exactly.
down. And if you don't work and you don't set the stuff up, you lose cash. That's exactly. So we had a long chat. I said to Pat, I was like, Pat, like the tool's great, but we've been in the industry so long. It seems what seems easy for us is extremely hard for others. Right? I had that personally again with Rachel the other day. I was like, Rachel, slow down, just slow down. You're thinking about so many things. It's stuck, whoa, shh. And then when she got it, I was like, poof, then she was off the races. But I can't do it with everybody. So it's easier for us to get you 80% of the way with our vanilla frameworks. And then you guys are in the game. You're not spending 2 weeks. You're not scared to break something. You're like, okay, that's what I got. Let's start with the starting point. Remember, you publish one page live. It's live. You can go to the supermarket and put a post up. People will take a photo of your QR code and they go straight to your website. It's as simple as that. Boom. And you can create a transaction. That's one page. This helps you set up the framework of your digital marketing business. And when you set them up, you get results. It works. I've shown you guys. It's not fake. No one shows you guys stuff like this. This is a real business. There's the date time. Ticking away every day. That phone rings. Ding dong. Hello, how can I help you? I need to cut my beard. I need to cut my hair. I need to shave my toenails. Whatever. Come in. We'll service your whole body.
Look.
You'll be shiny when you walk out here.
Yeah. I mean, Matt, the bottom line is, realistically, without getting out too hypey here, is
Sure.
the guys that are in DMT know how valuable DMT is. Everybody on the call understands that Google Sites is a Google property and inherently has its own domain ranking authority for the content in which it is written. And if you don't understand that, please raise your hand and we'll help share you, with the reason why that's true. Google loves itself. You don't have to build a website from 0 domain authority to 98 domain authority. You're going to transfer that whole process onto a Google site, which already has that domain authority and already has that power and ranks. Matt, do me a favor. Open up a browser.
Yes,
Open up a browser.
I'll give me 2 seconds. I just want to get some pricings for the guys so they can see the breakdown.
Because I want to show somebody something. Okay.
I'll be with you in 2 seconds.
And when that was going through the internals just a minute ago about what is going on DMT, right? That's a lot of stuff. And if you're not, into that kind of stuff, it's a stumbling block for many people.
Yeah, the battle.
It's a stumbling block for me. I don't have time to go do all of what it's going to take for somebody to spend 3 hours or 2 hours or an hour to go through all that and understand it. Yes, the more you do it, the better you get, right? But when you do what that blueprint does and you put it on a website, forget G sites, and you start throwing backlinks at it, the hair salon is an example of what happens when you do what Matt has built. And there's anybody in here that disagrees with me, just type in disagree. Okay. And it's
what was that tab for you, Pat? I got a new tab.
Okay. Type in Texoma, TEXOMA SEO. And I want to prove something to somebody. Okay, look at that first site. Don't click on it. Don't you dare click on it. Okay, but Texoma SEO, it's a term for Texas, Oklahoma SEO in the United States. It's a fairly large, area, but it's got 143,000 results. That site was built, Gary can tell you, 5 years ago. 5 years. Okay. Now, we spent a lot of time making it beautiful, pretty, so exciting that you would jump out of your skin for, like the sites you just built, Matt. So let's go to that site and see how beautiful it is.
This one.
Yeah. Just let everybody get ready. Get your sunglasses on. You're gonna be blown away. Okay? Is everybody blown away how exciting and how beautiful this site is? Right? In the chat box, tell me, like, in a scale from 0 to 100, how awesomely beautiful is this site? And if anybody goes over a 5, I'm not going to sell you a thing.
You're gorgeous with an upside down face.
Okay. The point that I'm trying to share with you is we did this as a test 5 years ago. It is still driving leads to somebody that we were working with then today, even though it looks like a piece of SHIT.
A 5 in 1998.
Right? So the whole point of now taking what Matt built and what we're going to build for you in DMT and the paddleboard, site that's being put onto that type. Oh my gosh, guys. Literally, how can this not make you money? And then you backlink it, make it even more powerful. I mean, it's crazy. I don't usually get all this excited. Everybody, knows that I do these all the time, and I don't get this excited about what we're doing. But this is a first. We're blending two companies that can't even talk to each other. We now figured out how to talk to each other, right? And this is, I guarantee you, the only place in the entire world that you're going to be able to find an organization like Matt, who's built the structure that's going to rank without us, and then we suck it into a G site that's got all the power.
And then you smash it the backlink factory.
And then we use Google backlinks to backlink the Google property.
Hi, Philip. DMT is a digital marketer's toolbox. It's a platform that we've been speaking. Philip's just arrived. He's a bit late.
Right. So some of the questions, listen, wait a minute, Matt. Some of the questions that we have in here, if I pay $100, will you build 500 sites for me? Randy, no. But if you pay whatever it's going to be here, you're going to learn that you have the DMT. You know how to put it into G sites. You buy the G site platform. You buy the DMT platform. You can build 5,000 sites.
You can knock out sites all day long. You just got to learn how to use the tool.
Right?
If you battle, we do it for you. If you can do look at Hendrik and Brian and all these guys, they just knock out sites all day long. Boom, boom, boom. Brian's just smashing guys with backlinks. He's just hammering them. Hendrik's just smashing the local. And it's what they every day, they just knock it out. They spend a few hours, 2 days in DMT, they get everything planned, and then they got all the stuff they need to mass sites and mass backlinks. They got all the content, everything's prepped and ready. One of the questions the guys were asking is like, how does it actually work? So DMT is the platform. DMT does much of the work. Does 80% of the heavy lifting for you. This is the platform that we've developed. It fetches your keywords, it manages, keeps everything in the place. So once you get familiar with the platform, all your stuff gets organized. What you feed in, it runs all the way through the entire system. So it's always accessible. You can just fetch it and you can create multiple types of digital marketing ads, like campaigns, right? For the 267, that's like your basic. It's like just draw my keywords and get a rough draft up for me. I'm going to come just now and I'm going to do it. I just don't have time now. I've got 5 meetings to do, but I have to get this work out. So that's why we did a cheapie. So boom, $200. We go in there, we spend a few hours, we get it all done for you. You come back, okay, it's ready in your account. If you want us to optimize the content because you don't have time to sit and do it through Grammarly or you don't have Grammarly, then just pay another $100, whatever. And the guys will sit and actually take each article and process all the information. So now you get the site, which you can manipulate, you get all the content, and you get the Grammarly exports. And then for the new entrepreneurs, it's like for the guys that just are new, they don't know where to get started, for $1,000 or $950 basically. And if you've got the 97 a month, if you use the coupon save 30 there below, if you want to get it even cheaper, get the annual, that works out to like $74 a month. $74 plus 267. Then you're looking at like what, $350. You essentially can have stuff done for you every single month, dirt cheap, if you think about it. And this gets you 80% of the way, guys. With DMT, what we got is some great bonuses for you guys, which you'll see when you sign up. We're going to send you all these bonuses. All I use in my arsenal is I use Digital Marketer's Toolbox. I use Backlink Factory. and I use the G site builder. Those are the things I use. I don't use anything else. If I'm scraping, I use Octopass. That's the scraping tool that I use. Other than that, those are the tools that I really use. If I need to buy backlinks, I'll just go buy backlinks. But I use Backlink Factory and I blast. I build the G sites and I smash the G sites with the backlinks. And then I have a single link that runs back to my silos on my money sites. And that sends all the juice down and then those sites pop. And you can see the results. And it has the same effect on the GMBs. The GMBs are ranking. If we go type in let's just see. There's number one. This is Bridal. Number one. There's another one. I've got 2 listings there. Boom. It's all the variants that we're there. We're everywhere. We dominate that space. And what we're doing is you're using Digital Marketer's Toolbox, which is our platform. It's modular, gives us keywords, it allows us to build out website style architecture. So we can map out and we can see where the money and the traffic flows. It allows us to generate content. It gives us all the core things that we want. So if we wanted to go do, let's just say, engagement. It's built into the whole script. If I click on branding, a totally different script. And all I've done is I come to there, who's my audience? How do I speak to them? Are they male or they're female? What tone do I want to use with them? What's the localizations? Am I using shortcodes? And then it writes this whole beautiful script for you. So there you can see your meta descriptions, your intro, your H1s, you got 5, your blog post, your 5 H2s, 5 pains at the market experiences. It does it all for you. And that goes into G site and that gives you contextual relevance. So if you're building niche sites or you're doing niche affiliate sites, let's just say we're doing Siamese fighting fish and goldfish and how to get rid of white spot on them. You could have one blueprint that talks about tropical fish, and you can have all those different species that suffer from white spot, and you can have multiple G sites that come out then. I'll just make this example up. And you could totally dominate that market, getting $10 a day as an affiliate, selling someone's little guide on how to get rid of white spot and goldfish. Does that make sense, guys? It doesn't matter what you're working in.
Mm-hmm.
DMT is for digital marketing, it's for marketing. But it uses the SEO experience we've gathered since the 2000s when we were cloaking and stuff. We've taken everything and we put it into the platform. So it helps you guys get the DMT takes you 80% of the way. You still got to do your marketing. You still got to fine tune your copy. You still got to put your branding in, localization. You still got to do little fine tunings. Nothing's going to be perfect. Yeah. And when you do that, it works because you're focusing on your audience. It's people who buy. Bots don't buy, people buy. So that's the deal.
Let's get to the end where a lot of people are asking about pricing and questions. I think everybody gets the gist of what we're building here. So let's just kind of go over the various options so everybody has a clear understanding of what they have. And let's do it under the assumption that they don't have anything.
Okay, so if you have nothing today, when you can come in basically monthly subscription. It'll be $97. You save 30%, you get $30 off. Or I always tell the guys, get the annual. It locks you in once. You pay $8.90 for the year that you locked in. You got the whole year. And then once you're in, whenever you need to have something done, if you want it done, you can just come in and say, cool, I don't have time to do this now, but I need to get this done. And you can choose between these 3 options: the Digital Marketing Pro, the Advanced Marketer, and the New Entrepreneur. Digital Marketing Pro, short and dirty, is like the guy knows what he's doing. He knows the tool. He just doesn't have time. He just wants to get the project, basically all the basic work done. The guy that doesn't have time and he doesn't want to fiddle too much of the content, he just wants to come in and hand it over to his team so they can edit the content and make it their own, then I would recommend the Marketer. If you're brand new, you know nothing about digital marketing, you like starting off fresh, I would recommend, if you want to have a site done for you, get the New Entrepreneur. It gives you all the working components. And should you battle and not able to get your site pretty, then the team can actually help you. But that's what you'll have to speak to the team about, the guys that are running your project. They will tell you extra prices for, like, say, putting a theme and doing graphics and all the other stuff. We don't deal with that. With us, we build frameworks, but the team can take it further with you if it should be. My recommendation, get the 890, lock it in for the year. That means 12 months, you've got it. When you're ready to get started with your 5 keywords, you can either do it yourself or you can choose what you want to get back from the team. It's up to you, and that's it. When the guys come in and on inside, we're going to be adding links to the dashboard, which is going to give you guys the ability to grab those. You're also going to get huge discounts on, Gary's giving me a whole list of all the products, Backlink Factory, the G Site Builder. What's the calendar one called again, Patrick?
What?
The
Sorry?
official name? The calendar software?
You mean the Google Site Builder and the Backlink Factory?
Yeah, those two. There's another one as well you showed me. And those will be on the dashboard as well, where you guys can click on those links, and the discounts are quite big. I think it's like 40 or 50% off. I got to just double check again. So I'd rather not say that. Calendar Cash.
Calendar Cash, yeah. Right.
Yeah. So you've got all the tools to deal with the Google assets, right? We can make anything with those tools. You don't need to, if you master these tools, you can do anything. You don't have to go learn 50,000 tools. If you're doing analysis and deep diving into backlinks and all kind of stuff, then obviously you use your Ahrefs, or you use Screaming Frog, or Link Assistant from SEO Power Suite, or you could use SEMrush, depending what you want to really get it down. But most of the time, I'm more in DMT because it gets me what I need. I take that, I build, we get it live, and we start marketing. We go to social media, we start pushing out ads, we think about where we can drop flyers offline. We think about marketing, but DMT's got all the things in place for us. All our content blocks are in place. We copy, paste, go, poof, that's it. So it's pretty simple, guys. You can come in for $97. If you want to get started with a, say, just the basic thing, so you can see how everything works, then add the 267. And what we'll do is I'll be jumping on a call with you guys in the beginning, just to make sure you get your keywords nicely. So you get to have a chat with me for like 15 minutes. I'll grab that, talk to you like literally in 10 minutes about what you want to sell, make sure your keywords are nice. That gets moved to the team with your login details. They'll work their project out. I will oversee what they've done, and then that'll come back to you. And that's basically how the process is going to work for those things there. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep, that's clear. That's pretty clear. Do you have the page with the buttons for the Backlink Factory and G sites, or does Rod
going to be
those in the chat?
It's going to go straight onto DMT's dashboard with the internal prices.
Okay.
So it's going to be in the tool full time. So when the guys log in on the homepage,
Don't they? Yeah, but I want them to know what they are now. So the questions are, how much do they cost, right?
Give me 2 seconds.
Go in there and check it out. So while you're doing that, we're going to give away. I think we're going to give away our Authority Quad Stacks, which is coming soon, which is a freaking amazing Google property. So, I think Gary set aside 10 of those. So the first people that, come in here, participate with the G sites, Backlink Factory, whatever, we're going to give that to you. And basically, well, I can't even explain it. It's so incredibly powerful, but it's going to help additionally to rank the sites that we're building and give more authority to G sites. And the G site builder that you're getting is completely finished, but there's a prototype. And Matt, I don't even know if you know that, right?
I haven't heard of that one yet.
There's a prototype internally in the G site builder that we're going to give to everybody, but everybody else is going to have to pay for it. And if anybody can fully spell out these 3 letters in the chat and you pick up G site, we're going to give this to you for free. Okay. So I'm going to mention 3 letters. You type it out, and we're going to give you the new version of the G site builder that is still being tested. Okay. But it's very, 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 very close. And the three letters I want everybody to answer, is PBN. If anybody can tell me what those stand for, right? What does PBN stand for? P, not T. Okay. Everybody's got it. Private blog network. Okay. Now, Andreas, you got to type it out. You can't just repeat PBN. Type it out and then we're good. All right. So this is exciting. All right. How many of you guys know how powerful PBN networks are? Give me from 1 to 100. How powerful are PBNs? Right? How much, they carry a lot of weight, don't they?
Yep.
How much more powerful do you think that they are if they are a Google property? 10 factor, 2 factor, 3 factor. Okay. So what's going to happen with the G sites? And you can, some of the guys on here are already testing it. I don't want them to say anything, but you're going to be able to take that site that Matt shared with you, paddleboards. Okay. And you're going to be able to create your own PBN of the product that you're trying to sell, the affiliate product that you're trying to sell, the local business that you're trying to get leads for. And Gary, type in the chat, how many sites can we replicate at the moment with unique content? Gary's going to put a number in here. Everybody look at the chat. It's not unlimited yet. We've already blown it up at a certain number. Okay. But we're right at around 100 to 125 sites that we've been able to create a PBN without blowing it up. Okay. Jeez. So holy cow, Andreas, that's beyond the comment. I mean, that's like, oh my gosh, that's really good. Holy cow. No, this is like an atomic bomb that goes off. So when you take listen, guys, you're never going to see this again. When you take the DMT structure, which is perfect, you don't want to do it, you let us do it for you, which is even more perfect. Then you let us build the G sites for you, which is even better perfect. Then you take those out and you double the price of what you paid us and you sell them to somebody else for double, triple, quadruple of it. All you're doing is sitting there drinking freaking Mai Tais while we're doing all the work and you're making all the money. Right? It's drop dead stupid simple. Right? And then once you rank these things and they're up and running, then you're starting to get leads, like Matt said, put them on Flipper, sell them for $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, because you'll have the metrics to be able to do that.
Well, the thing is, on Flipper,
you're
looking at between 7x and 14x, depending on the book value. That's been verified.
Right, exactly. So now, I get excited about this. I'm sorry if you think I'm over the top, but I know how powerful this is. We've been doing this for 5 years, guys. For those of you who don't know us, we've been doing nothing but Google properties for 5 years. We know how powerful the backlink factory is when you're using only Google backlinks on a Google property to rank in Google. No, and I did not stutter. I didn't stutter. Okay, right? So we know this. It works. It's freaking crazy how well it works.
Well, we've shown you.
Excited. Now, I'm not finished, Matt. I'm not done. So does anybody know what might possibly come after you build your G site PBN? What would be the next possible thing that we could add to that? More. Yes, Randy, more Mai Tais. Okay, what else? What else does Google do that people read about what Google does? And within what Google does, what do they read? What is the paper that you get in the morning? What is that paper called that you read? Cred, newspaper, right?
Yep.
Lee Graham, G News. Okay. So the Google, not Google News, but what it's going to be is Google, the next generation of all of this. If you participate and you get in this, and you're always going to get really good prices with us, the next generation is G site PBNs converted and approved for what?
News feeds.
Google News. How freaking powerful are Google News sites with all of your customers and clients and websites on it that's driving traffic to it? Right? Huge, Mike. Huge, beyond huge. It's gigantic and enormous, if that's even a word. Okay? Untouchable, unstoppable, Randy says, right? So you kind of get the feel for what we have that you, I mean, listen, if anybody can even remotely think that they can find something out there that you're getting 75 people emailing you today to buy a product for $500 that in 3 months from now is going to be worthless as whatever, I won't say it. Okay. This is Google, my friends. This is DMT structure. This is not building your house on sand. You know, everybody knows the metaphor. What happens when you build your house on sand?
Now you're blown
Water
away.
comes and washes it away. What happens when you build it on rock and a foundation? Right? DMT's the rock, baby. They're the foundation.
Well, here's the proof. 7 years. It's sat there.
That's it. I mean, look, we're not bullshitting. We're not photoshopping these freaking numbers, right? And Randy says, and wait, there's more. Oh, Randy, I'm not sure that there is more after the Google News sites at this point. unless you and Gary are talking and I don't know about it, right? But listen, I just want you guys, everybody, you know, all the way from Henrik to Brian to everybody else that knows us for a long time, there's a strategy, there's a plan, there's a reason. And you know, why we're here and Matt is here with us, because he saw the opportunity of taking the absolute best phenomenal product that he has built for ranking and doing it the right way and putting it now on top of a product that already has that built-in authority. It already has the Google authority. It already has the domain authority. It already has the page authority. And everybody knows PBNs are powerful because what? They pass authority from one site to the next site, to the next site, to the next site, and it builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, right? Well, when you do it with the way we're teaching you here, you got a 98 authority, you know, linking to a 98 authority, linking to a 98 authority, Matt. You know,
But you
linking
also
to
got
98 authority, right?
You've got thematic relevance, you've got contextual relevance between the niches because they're silo structured, and you got thematic relevance. You got all the LSIs built in generically, you got localization built in generically. And if you just go and tweak it and sprinkle a few of your own little flavor, localisms, and those type of things, the site becomes beautiful. It becomes real. If they phone a number and Darren picks up the phone, hey, how can I help you? You want to go paddleboarding? What's Google going to say?
Right. So once
That's
again, where
verified.
does everybody find the links to buy the G sites, the backlink factory? You know, we got to know who bought it because we want to give away that other special bonus that we had. So where do they have to go and find the links to buy, Matt?
When they sign up, Patrick, I'll
Okay,
do 1
are
hour
we-
20 minutes.
we have to say, Matt, are we officially closing so that we can pay Ted his money? He's like, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. Stop, so I win.
We'll wait to 125.
right,
If you already have any of the tools, guys, you don't have to rebuy the tools. If you don't have Digital Marketers Toolbox and you want the DFYs, you need Digital Marketers Toolbox to do the DFYs. To get all the bonuses, what the plan is it's going to get basically put on the dashboard. And when you sign up, we're going to be sending an email the next day with all those bonuses on them. Gary just sent them to me now, so I got them a bit late for the call. But we've got coupon codes for the BLF. We've got all the links. Yeah, I can actually put the coupon code in the link here. So that's the G site.
Hey,
Copy
you
this
know
link.
what? If you don't honor your friends on the webinar, he says, "What's the link? We want it now, damn it."
So there's a GSAT one. Here's
That's
the
rogue.
BLF one.
He wants it now, baby. Okay.
Sorry, that's wrong. It needs a B. Let's do this next one.
Okay. Well,
I'm building these into these are going to be built into all the main areas on the Network Empire members area. So when you log in the members area, you'll see these links.
Right.
You're going to see them on the dashboard of DMT, and you're going to get emailed all of these as well. That is this one here.
Okay.
I think it's that one there.
Add,
and then for DMT, just go to this URL.
Copy it and put it in the chat for everybody. And by the way, everybody who's in the chat, if they see that little smiley face on the bottom right-hand corner of the chat, there's 3 dots there. If you click on those 3 dots, you can copy the entire chat and put it into your computer as a text file. FYI, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, so guys, the guys that sign up, we've shown you it works. We're not showing you mysteries. If we just go to the members area quickly, I'll show you for the guys not seen this. We've probably got the most advanced library of online market analysis for digital marketers in the world. That's me being cheeky. For the guys that haven't signed up to Network Empire, you can go to members.networkempireframework.com. You can jump in there. We've got a lot of videos you can watch for free, where we've done Power 1 hours. But just to give us a sneak peek of what's on the inside, we got think about it this way, guys. You got access to the Backlink Factory, the G-Site community, right? Patrick and Gary and those guys. You got access to Network Empire's community, all the guys that hang out with us. And then we've got all the training. So what we've been playing with the last 2 months for the guys that know is our 60-day rank and rank challenge. So when you log in, you're going to see our SEO Stackable framework. This book has been created for you guys to see short code for the new people. Things to consider. You can print this out. It takes you from competitive analysis all the way through to the end of all the key things to think about. Content architecture, all the way to conversion rate optimization, the idea of content templates, persuasion architecture, which DMT is built on. That's where we get the sales scripts from, to syndication. Okay. As you go down, the guys that aren't signed up, you can watch the workshop 1 and the workshop 2. This is where we manually build a high DA site without G-Site Builder and DMT. Yeah, we show you how we build our DMT. And then as you go down, you can start sort of seeing we're getting our black belt classes. This is where we work with the video silo plugin. This is where we worked with the video silo builder. Yeah, we worked with Magic Page and creating dynamic mosaics. And you can sort of see how we build out different types of structures, different nodes. So these are money sites that we're building. Now imagine we've got the G site sitting behind us, feeding juice into all the key points that makes all these pages pop. So this is all the stuff we show you guys. Here's more lessons. And then there's an example of one of the G sites. Check the 97, 97, 97, 97, 97. There's the rankings of all these pages. So there's, we show you exactly how we use the G-Site Builder, the demo with DMT. So we've got you guys covered already. When you come in, you have access to all of this great stuff. We have the SEO Pro framework for the guys who want to learn about online market analysis. It's a huge library. Watch 1 video a day. You can see we talk about all kinds of in-depth topics. Power Core, this is we talk about automation, how to automate certain things in your business. So it's a great, rich library. It's very rich. So you get that included as well, guys. Any questions that we can clarify, you guys?
There's all kinds of questions. There's all kinds of questions. Not seeing the link. Is it members.networkempireframework.com is in there?
That's the link to the members area. The link for signing up today on the special promo is essentially that one there. We've got the DFY Digital Marketing Blueprint Frameworks. I'm going to send a link out tomorrow with this link. Once we get the replay back up, I'm
Okay.
going to embed the replay into this page for you guys. So if you do get lost, don't worry. We're going to basically drop the replay just right underneath here for you so that you guys can get the emails, and we'll push this for the next week just so everybody gets a chance to get in. Randy, what link are you looking for, sir?
Yeah, see, they're still confused on how to pick up DM, they have DMT. How do they get Ranking Factory? They have Ranking Factory. How do they get DMT? Still confused.
If you want DMT today, and if you don't have DMT today, just simply come out to this page where we dropped, click on the link. If you don't want a DFR yet, just leave it. You don't have to fill it in.
Put that page link back in the chat, Matt, just so you can, okay?
I'm going to call it a DMT sales page.
Andres, you can talk to anybody, anytime, especially in our support groups. We're like Matt, we're there all the time. If we're not there, somebody else is there. They'll answer your questions. They'll hold your hand, talk to you, take you out to lunch, buy you a beer. I mean, we love our people that are in our groups, and we make sure that they're taken care of. So, that's the least of your issues when it comes to Matt or Ranking Factory.
No, we look after the people.
He wants a beer. All right. I'll send you a beer. Tell me.
Okay. So guys, we come in.
Bar.
You see the coupon here, save 380. Simply just remember save_380. Click on that link. Come down to the coupon. I want to save $380 today. Sorry, 0. Click apply. It takes down from 1200 to 890. You pick up DMT today for 890. There you go there. Should you want any of these, you can select what you want. So if you just want the Digital Marketing Pro for $200, you can add it. And then what it does is it adds a line item for you over there. If you want us to do 3 sites for you, just add your 3. And that'll add in the amount for those. You pay. DMT will go through its process. It'll set up your account. You'll get all your login details. I'll have all the emails that will come in tomorrow. I'm going to basically ping you your email just to get you on Skype. And then we're going to have a chat about your project. I'm going to hand it over to the team. They're going to start building that out for you. When the team gives it back to me, I'm going to inspect what they've done, because I'm still working with the guys and training them up even more. But I'm going to hand it back to you. And then we're going to have a short little chat about it, 15 minutes, and then you should be off to the races. That's going to give you your starting block in the project. Then once your site's live, you got it built. This is where DMT and the G sites and all those other things come into play, because you got to link back to your money site. That's basically what it boils down to. I'm pasting it. Oh, that's hosts and panelists. Let me change my settings. Oh, sorry, guys. No, but host and panelists. Where's the chat?
Just hit the button from host and panelist to everyone. It's a little drop-down box underneath host and panelist to the right.
I don't see everyone, Patrick. I just see host and panelists and you. I'm not an administrator. That's why. Let me send it to you quick in Skype.
Okay.
No wonder people are getting confused and frustrated with me. Sorry, guys. Patrick. DMT sales page. There you go.
All right, hang on one second. Let me grab it. I got it, guys. Hold on.
I'll prepare an email, which I'll send to you tomorrow as well, Pat, which you can blast out to your guys once we get the replay live. Okay. With all the links and everything on the page.
Here comes everybody. Hold on. There you go. Took me a minute to figure it out. Yay, Randy!
Yay! So we got you started, Randy. Guys, my Skype, if you want to write down my Skype handle while we're in the courts, JBay, JBAY -MDC. I'm going to write it up here for you just so you guys can see it. If you've got any questions, you can just hit me up there on Skype. I'm happy to chat to you guys. Also, if you sign up and you have any issues or you can't find the email or whatever happens, that's my handle. Just ping me. I'll talk to you guys. I'm happy to help you guys. I'm always available. Well, not always, but and there's also time difference, guys. We're about 6 hours ahead of some folk and about 8 hours behind some folks. So if you drop a message, I will get back to you.
Okay. Hey, Rod, type in your Skype credentials in there so that if anybody needs to reach us, they can reach you. And if anybody's picking up the G sites or, that portion of it, let Rod know so we can put your name on the list for, the things that we're going to give you for doing that. And we can create the proper license. Disclaimer on the G sites is that, this is a continual work in progress, as the guys in our group will tell you. And we do have our most recent version. We want to test it before we send it to you guys. And it's freaking ridiculous. It is so awesome. It's cool, right? And so just make sure that you can get a hold of Rod. If he doesn't put it in there, I'll put it in there real quickly for us.
What I'll do as well, once we finish the campaign, Patrick, is I'll send you an export of all this new signups, so we can correlate that everybody's got their stuff that they wanted as well. Because what I'll do tomorrow as well is I'll send an email to everybody that's become members, and it'll go to the entire member group. So it's everyone who's signed up at DMT, they're going to get all the new links. They're going to get the GSAT discounts, all those coupons that Rod sent me. Sorry, Gary.
Okay. Does everybody see Rod's Skype address in there? Just somebody give me a 1 if you see it, just to make sure it's there.
I see it, yeah.
Okay.
136.
All right. Thanks, Joel. All right. Well, I guess we're done. The one thing that I always ask at the end of anything that we do, Matt, and I'm sure you do too, is that
sure,
regardless if any buys anything at all, right? Was the time that you spent here today fun, informative, and did you learn something so that your time wasn't wasted? Give me a 1 in the chat if it was, and give me a 10 in the chat if you think we're full of shit and you wasted your time. And I know one person who will say that.
Quickly block Ted.
So all right, guys.
Yeah, guys, we've prepped for the start of the year.
Questions?
Our whole plan, like I said to Patrick, was let's just do something awesome that we can get everyone out the gates fast at the start of the year, which gives them the whole year to basically work on their business. And that's what we're doing with this whole thing, is working on our business.
Look, I mean, it's so simple that if I look backwards and kind of everybody reflect a little bit, right? And that is, if we just do something every day, if you just build one site a day, whatever it takes, if it takes an hour or if it takes you 15 minutes to fill out the form and send it to us and we do it for you, and you already have DMT and it's $267 to build it. I mean, it's a pretty good deal, right? And if you just do one a day or one a week, at the end of a year, you'll have 52 sites out there, right? One a week. How much money do you think one of these sites can bring you on the very, 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 very low conservative side, whether you're an affiliate or you're doing rank and rent or whatever? How much do you think you can make on every one of these sites on a weekly basis for one? Everybody just throw a number in there. What you think? What do you think you could make in a week times 52, just building one site a week? I think everybody's 50, dead.
52 sites. Jeez. That's a lot.
G site, building a G site, and it's either a rank.
Yeah, that's a powerful network already. 52 money sites.
Okay. So think backwards. If you had done that last year at this point in time, okay, Ted, if you make $20, you're making a lot of money, dude, from what I understand. Okay. But I mean, no, I mean, this is fun, but it's actually pretty serious stuff, right? If you do what you didn't do last year, the cost of inaction, by the way, Randy on this call is the one who came up with that term. But if you forecast just one, get a VA, we'll be your VA, get another VA. We don't care who you get, just do it. The one site a week, just one for a whole month. And then come back at the end of the year when we do this again next January and tell us how much you made. Because I guarantee you, if you do what you did last year, instead of what we're saying to do this year, you're going to make the same you made last year, this year, which is nothing.
Now, your tools must work for you guys. And this is why so it has to go this way so that everyone can get, once you get the things going, you get over those basic ideas. That's why our workshops are called Power for 1 hour. It's Power 1 hour, our workshops. What can we do in 1 hour that'll make a huge difference to us today? And you just think about that, you map them out, and you do it. You must be disciplined. Just go and do it. You take action. And when you do it, well, Welton's on the call as well. He's watched the site grow from inception. But that site's getting 19,000 views to that profile. That's a lot for business, 600 phone calls.
Andreas is asking a question.
Sure.
How much who are you asking the question to, Andreas? You asking a question to me or you asking a question to Matt? Matt's showing you how much he's made in the previous years. We're going to take this to a new level, right?
Those phone calls, times over the last 6 months, that business has made that basically, because you think about the average price that people buy on product, hair, and accessories. Those are real numbers. It's not bullshit.
Exactly.
That's it. You're seeing it. I can't fake this.
Exactly. And to be honest, and I'm not going to say to be honest with you because that's stupid. People say that and lie all the time. But to be upfront with you, this is, you have to be a little bit projective about what you're asking about how much did we make or can we make. We see what happens with Matt's program right there. That's without us, right? That's just having Matt's program. Except it's a bit difficult to do all the stuff that he's telling you to do. So when you bring in what we're going to do on the back side of it and make it easy, instead of maybe building 1 or 2 or 3 of these, you can build 50 of them. And even if it's with our help, I can't even begin to imagine how much money you're going to make.
Well, it depends on you sell and how you market. It's always dependent on your actions. At the end of the day, we can't pull people over the lines. We can help you get there.
Right, but the numbers are big. They're great, right? I can't listen. We keep going on and on about this, but Gary and I and Rod and Randy and the guys on our team and everything else, and Ann, we're all in the process of building all of this stuff. We're learning every single day. What worked here? How do we bring AI here? How do we flip this around to do this? How do we get the pictures? I mean, we get into, and Matt knows this, we get into showing you not only using G sites, but how are you using your images and optimizing your images? How are you using PDFs to get your PDFs into archive.org to get ranked, to get onto Google Images, to get on the first page of Google for your keyword, that you're along with your G site. It's invaluable to the stuff that we talk about. I mean, for local businesses, we're talking about layers and maps. We're talking about layers on layers and maps. We're talking about driving directions and POI directions, all the things that we can do. And then we use the backlink factory to backlink them. And, there's guys in here. I mean, if Randy just says one thing to you guys, you'll understand that all of this works, right? Randy came to us, didn't even know who we were, right? And I don't know, Randy, if you want to just type in, I'm full of shit, that's fine, because I usually am. But just tell him. I mean, you didn't even know who we were or what we did, and how long have you been here, and how many sites are you ranking just for one business in one town in one area in Michigan in what short period of time? Just, I mean, I don't know what he's going to say. It's not scripted, but he may not say anything.
Yeah.
He may be gone.
Yeah.
But it's a
Well,
lot.
there's a
It's a
question
lot.
with Mark James saying niche marketing budget, so many variables. Guys, keep it simple. Just focus on one thing. Don't think about the whole
Totally.
world. Start with one thing and just run through the process.
Yep.
Set it, let
One
it
at a
go.
time. One at a time.
Give it 30
One at a
days.
time.
While that 30 days is going, you build your next one. You finish that one, you go back to the first one. Okay, let's get some backlinks running here. Give it some juice. And then you'll see the thing start moving in the search engines. Then you start running your social campaigns. Tell people about your business. And that's what you do. If you can't do that, get an influencer of Fiverr that can sit and talk about it. They will sit and chit chat on social media all day. Or there's lots of kids that are happy to do the work.
Yep.
Focus on one thing. That you can't. Rome wasn't built in one day. It was built one brick at a time. So yeah, if you look at this one, we started this idea 7 years ago. It was 16 pages, and we did the GMB and we juiced up the GMBs. And this is what this asset's doing for the business. It's producing leads every single day. And this is what the 6-day rank and rent challenge is all about. If you're doing it Network Empire, is we're taking all the guys' tools and we're showing you, look, use it this way. Put this in here, boom. And this is a great offer. It's going to get you guys really, 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 really fast-tracked into operating. Check out the link. Have a look. If you've got questions, ping Gary, ping me, ping Patrick. We're here to help you guys. And we've built the tech, and we've been preparing probably for the last 6 months because we knew that this time is coming. We're here now. And inaction costs you money. That's what it boils down to. Don't be scared to make mistakes, guys. You have to fail the first time to learn or understand what the mistake was, so that the second time you can redefine and make your processes better. If you make a mistake the second time, then it means that you're not actually paying attention to what you're doing. So if you think about it that way and keep things really simple, what am I building? I'm building this. Who am I building it for? These people. How do they think? They think this way. What are they looking for? Those things. Okay, boom. You look at photography. A photographer can work in construction. He can work in engagement. He can work in wedding. He can work in fashion. He can work in food and restaurants. He can work in product. He can work in branding. If you talk about all those niches, you've got so much contextual relevance. Everyone else that's doing keyword research is just going photographer in Houston, photographer, blah, blah, photographer, blah. We're talking about the whole story. And that makes a massive difference, guys.
Yeah. And look at, Randy's putting his comments in there, and I promise you I did not send those to him. Right.
Wow, that's crazy, eh?
Look at that. Look at the numbers. This is true stuff. This isn't,
Is that a real number? Or was it a chirp?
No, that's real numbers, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it's real. And keep away from, matter of fact, I'm going to have you build out a DMT for me, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just bought the domain name, shinyobjectsclub.com. Okay.
Yep.
And we're going to make a fortune reselling all the shit that people bought, including me, that I bought, putting on shinyobjects.com and selling it off to other people that want to buy shiny objects, so that a year later they can sell it back to me and we can resell it again.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's true. Guys, yeah, but it's true, right? It's true.
Yes. How much time have you bought?
Yeah.
I've got I cleaned out some boxes and I found some old DVDs I bought because everyone was stealing everyone else's digital stuff and reselling it. So the guy sent out the box of DVDs.
That's it. I get you. Look, we've already got customers. Andre's got a zillion of this stuff. Vincent's got stuff. Wilton's got stuff. Randy's, look, we've already got customers for the new website. How smart is that, right?
Yeah, geez, mental. But guys, yeah, that's the offer. This is what we're presenting for you guys this year for 2023. We want to come out the gates hard. We want to help you guys push forward. We want you guys to get the most out of your tools, so you actually use them rather than them just being a shiny object that collects dust. You don't need much. I use Ranking Factory. I use Backlink Factory. I use the G-Site builder. I use DMT. That's it. For scraping, I use Octopass. That's how I scrape all the businesses in the videos that I show you guys, and it's super easy. I use it for other things as well. And that's about it. I gather data, I think about what I want to build, I compile, and then I deploy.
Yep. There's another rant. Gary just put another stat from somebody that was doing this. That is anybody in here doing Amazon? Anybody? You want to do Amazon? Book club selling on Amazon? We got a lady that's with us, right? This is, and I'm going to close with the story because we're getting too long. It's just fun to hang out, right? But we have a lady in our group, okay, knows nothing about anything about what we're doing. Literally came to us, knows abso-freaking-lutely nothing, right? Gary can validate this, Randy can validate it. So we have another product that we don't have on here today. I'll just say it's another product that we have that she's using, okay, that has to do with calendars. And she built out what Gary was teaching everybody how to do. Now she has, and she's on Amazon selling a puzzle book, okay? A puzzle book, right? And no action, no action, no action. She implemented what we were teaching her how to do, and the rate, whatever the ranking is in Amazon, I don't know if it's high to low, whatever, but she was like at 1 million ranking. And then she did what we taught her to do, and she came down to like 600,000, 400,000, you know, and then we stacked on stacked on stacked on stacked what Gary was teaching, and she got down to 26,000, right? She's increased her revenue 40% over last year just by doing a couple simple things. But here's the really cool part about all you guys that are selling books or on Amazon or on Etsy or whatever. The #1 book on Amazon that was for sale in her niche, and it was old movies, okay, with old movie stars. I can't tell you which one, but she took the book and made a puzzle book out of it, and that's what she was selling, okay? What happened was, because of what she was getting ranked for, what's he saying? Me from 250 to 51. There you go. So it goes down, right?
Yeah, that's you're #1, you're the top.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You know how they put. How many of you guys know about how Amazon bundles stuff together? Give me a 1 if you know that, or 2 if you don't, right? But whenever you sell something, you're buying something on Amazon, they always want to add something to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. People who bought this also viewed perfectly. Exactly right. So guess what happened to her puzzle book? It never reached #1. It never reached bestseller. But she's selling so many of them because why? The ranking of that puzzle book put her into the bundle, also view, also buy, also add to the main book. The power of the bundle. So she becomes, listen, you know, Welton is right. She became a #1 bestseller because, is she the bestseller? No.
She just slipstreamed.
She's bundled right into the #1 bestseller for the book that she did a puzzle book for. She's tied to the hip. Guilty by association.
Guilt by association, yeah.
Right? I mean, isn't that cool? I mean, guys, you gotta know that this is cool stuff, right? This can't be made up.
Well, guys, here's another thing as well. If you want to write a book, you don't have to use keywords.
There you go. There's the whole chapters right there, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's just another testimony I just wanted to share with everybody about what, you know, the power of Google, loving Google to help you rank in Google, because it is Google and it wants to see itself in lights. And that's what we're doing. But when you got a structure like Matt's got to go with it, my gosh, you got the Holy Grail. It's amazing.
How much pages do you want to add to your book about photography? There's our 10 chapters.
I will build one, Vincent. There you go. Yeah, I like Vincent's question. How about a book on shiny objects?
Then we just wrote it, but for the professional photography, there's our 10 chapters. We just have to write a chapter for each one.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Okay.
That's fantastic, eh? Wow.
So
Guys, there's lots of opportunity. There's so much opportunity this year. And if you take action, you're going to succeed. If you do the stuff that you did last year that didn't work, you're going to be in the exact same place, like Patrick said, this time next year.
So I guess we'll close here, and let's just ask everybody a simple question, right? I'm gonna put my camera on here. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But just say to yourself and commit to everybody here, are you willing to do more this year than you did last year? Are you willing to take action this year that's different than you did last year? If you are, you're making a commitment. This isn't bullshit. You're making a commitment. Just type in the chat, yes, I will. You bet, for sure, I'm in. Doesn't mean that you're buying anything. I don't care if you don't buy a single thing here, right? We want you to make sure that you understand you've got to do something that you didn't do last year. You have to do it. Things change too fast around here, right? I mean, 3 months ago, we were thinking AI was pretty cool. Now AI is like in our bathtub. It moves really quick. My goal, 10K per month. Craig, double.
That's a great goal.
No, Craig, double it. Double it. 20. Seriously, double it. Because if you fall 75% short of your goal, you're still at 5.
Yeah. Can I help with my e-com site? Yes. With e-commerce, you can use Backlink Factory. You can use other things to push your products. You can create blogs or websites that have content talking about the actual product and how people use them. That links back to the e-com store. You can have the G sites that are then linking to those pages that are also talking about the products that link back to the store. There's multiple avenues you can use to generate backlinks to get those things to pop.
And you can actually put the products on G site, make your G site a product page.
Yes.
As well, and backlink to that. So, I mean, yeah, if you guys have an idea that we haven't thought of, one of the greatest things about our rooms is that most of the products that we have, how many of you guys think that Gary and I thought of all the products that we have? We are that brilliant, but how many of you think, yeah, right. Joseph, no way. All right. I know somebody wants to say something, snide, and it's okay if you do, because we are not this brilliant. And we know that. Okay. But you guys are the ones that create everything that we build. That's why it's so genius.
Yeah, that's what you guys tell us, how you battle, and it gives us the problem to solve.
That's it, right? This is all you guys, not us.
Yeah, you guys created Digital Marketers Toolbox. You guys created Backlink Factory. You guys created, because you guys are in the trade. Our tools are built for the guys in the trenches. It's the guys that are actually out there and have to generate leads. It's not another shiny thing that's, oh yeah, it does all this. It's not magic. It's like we spades. We working.
Hey Matt, we got Joseph. Joseph. You win. I don't know what you win yet, but we're going to figure out something that Joseph wins. Read what he said.
It never ends up as you started out. Exactly.
My gosh, that's brilliant.
That is so true. Yeah.
And this is a public domain, so it's not that I'm going to steal it, but I will use it.
That's a great show.
Yeah, you get a hold of Rod, Joseph. We'll get you something special. I love that quote. That is exactly what
we should print T-shirts and send it to everyone in the community.
They're probably cheaper to print and send over here than over there.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying that's a great thing for your shirt.
All right. Well, I can tell you right now, Matt, that I don't know that anybody's actually a winner today, because we're way over the time. I think anybody, if you think you won because of the time, and we officially close it right now at 2:56, which is almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 54 minutes. Who won? I won. Joseph says I won 2 hours. Well, you missed by 4 minutes.
He's the closest.
All right. All right. Well, let's make a t-shirt for that for him. We'll get a t-shirt. It never ends up as it started out. And
It's a
we'll
great saying.
trade let's trademark that quote, and that's I was at 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm sorry, Scott. You're 14 minutes over the time.
But you guys can read patterns good, so you're way ahead of the game. You're the closest
Yeah.
ones to the zone.
Yeah.
Get over yet, yeah.
No, okay. So we better stop so that we don't.
Yeah.
We're gonna stretch this thing out, Matt. So anyway, thanks guys for coming. If you enjoyed yourself, let's end the show with ones in the chat box. And it wasn't a show. I don't mean it to be a show. Very valuable information, and I hope everybody got something out of this, whether you spend a nickel or don't. Did you learn something you can grab a hold of, you can do something with, you can, make your life better coming this year, because that's what we are all about. Matt's all about, and we all want to be on the same team, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We want you guys to succeed, eh? That's the big thing, is get your businesses live. That's for first quarter, that's our goal. This first quarter, you guys must get all your sites live, your first ones at least.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Cool.
in the first week you do it. But have a great day, guys. I wish you the best in 2023. And this work hard and make this year awesome. Patrick, Gary, thank you so much.
I'm going to end it this way. And Ted, we thank you for being here too. Private inside joke, guys. See ya. Bye.
Cheers, everyone. Good night. Thank you.